appetite ready, because we are about to have a Malaysian food guide from the Competent Communicator Manual, speech number 2. Please welcome Mr. Kenna Nayanat, who just gave his icebreaker last week, and already he's on week 2, number 2. The Taste of the Tropics. Kenna Nayanat.
Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't miss my exit this time. If you were here with me last week, so it means that I was rehearsing before the car trip. Since it's almost Christmas, and one of the things we like to do best during Christmas is we enjoy eating. Sometimes in your families, it might be an hour or 2 or 3. In the case of my family, 5 of eating. And it's not just one course, but multiple courses. So today I thought it would be appropriate that I share with you what a Malaysian feast would be like in the spirit of Christmas. Imagine that you just landed in Malaysia. You're on your way out of the airport. As you're in the taxi cab, you pass a couple houses. They're wooden houses. It's beautiful, lush green landscapes. You look out into the window in front of you and see rubber plantations, dense forests, palm trees, just lines and lines of palm trees all the way in for about an hour straight until you get out of the palm tree plantations. You finally reach the highways. Across the distance you see the silhouette of the Twin Towers of Malaysia, the third tallest towers in the world. Also in the movie Entrapment, with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones, if you remember that movie. And you see multiple skyscrapers in the distance too. Now you get out of the car, and what hits you the most is the 80% humidity and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. In about 30 minutes of walking around in the streets, you're drenched in sweat. You're just wanting to get into a shade, but even the shade doesn't quite help, and you're all longing for the sea breeze. Well, it's about an hour or so that you're walking around the city center, and this is Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia, and your stomach starts rumbling. Thought to yourself, well, I should have taken my next door neighbor's passenger's food that he was sleeping on. That would have been nice after eating my own. But then you start seeing the sights and the city, the vibrant city life, and you start smelling food. You're wondering, well, what can I get here in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia? Well, never fear. I'm here today to list to you a couple of different food items that will start off with an appetizer, perhaps. Let's go over to this stall here, and here you can see this man. It's an Indian man, and what he's doing is he's rolling this bread. It's almost like a pita bread, but it's in thin flour pieces, and it's called, on a sign, it says $1 for roti canai, which is about 25 cents in the US. $1 for roti canai. Roti means bread. Canai derived from the word, could be from Chennai in India, or chana from chickpea sauce that's of Indian heritage. You order that and you taste that, you break off a piece, it's crumbly, but yet soft. You just put it into your mouth and dip it with the sauce. It's a little bit spicy and hot. So you're looking around, well, we need to get some drinks in your body. It's about time after eating all the hot sauce. So you look for a drink stalls. Let's walk further down the street, and you see another man. And what he's doing is he has a silver cup, and he's pouring the silver cup into another cup. He's doing this. Then he turns around, looks at you, and then he goes like this. And never once does a drop spill. Then he does this again. And he does this with his eyes closed. And you're watching him. And you're asking, sir, can I have a taste of that? He says, that'll be $1.50. $1.50. All right, you take a sip of it. And it's actually condensed milk together with black tea. And what it is, it's teh tarik, which means pulled tea. And what they do with the pulled tea is they're pulling the tea to make it frothy. And they're just pulling it. And it becomes an appeal to not just locals, but tourists alike. A lot of locals, you'll see them in these coffee shops, and they'll sit there and they'll say, one order of teh tarik, please, and you see them conversing over conversing over Teh Tarik and the socio-economic political status of the government at the time. So to them, Teh Tarik is a time of coming together and enjoying your cup of tea. So now it's on to our main course. After our appetizers and we've had some drinks, let's go ahead and find the main course. Well, one of the national heritage of Malaysia is called nasi lemak, which literally means fatty rice, which I can presume that you do gain a lot of calories if you really like that a lot and you're eating it every day. But overall, nasi lemak, which means fatty rice, is actually cooked in coconut leaves. Steamed rice in coconut leaves, drizzled with some hot spicy sauce that's mixed in and grounded up with onions and anchovies and a little bit of fish paste, over some chicken with peanuts on the top of it, some onions, eggs, and cucumbers to fulfill the palate of the spiciness and the sweetness of the coconut milk and the aroma of the fish. So you taste that and you're like, this is great. I wish we had this. How much is this? It's about $3, 3 Malaysian dollars, which is equivalent to about $1 or so here, or 85 cents. So now you're ready for the dessert portion of this meal. You've had your appetizers, your drinks, your main course, and your dessert. And you start smelling, as you're looking around and you're walking around, you do find some fruit stalls. Now Malaysia is known for its tropical fruits, papayas, mangoes, watermelon. And you start smelling this pungent smell, and you just can't figure out what that smell is. You walk around and you find out that this smell is coming from this fruit that's about the size of a grapefruit or even the size of a watermelon, small watermelon, but it has thorns around the edges of it, multiple thorns. And you're not sure if you're wanting to buy that, but you see all the locals lining up to get that. So you go ahead and ask the vendor, can I try one? You try one, and you hold your nose, and you stick it in your mouth. It's almost like a very creamy texture, like an ice cream, but yet it smells. But you go back for more and more, and that's what happens when you enter Malaysia, get your ground, set your feet on the ground, and you start running towards the smells and delights of the food that Malaysia has to provide. So, in the spirit of Christmas, and although it might be hard to find your steak and turkeys, but we certainly have a plethora of food and palates that could definitely appease your appetites today. So thank you very much.